have a work on fertilizer. I've started on the fertilizer again. And the Steiger.
What?
Hello, hello, everybody. Good morning, Fezzik, Grizz. How you guys doing this morning? Thanks for dropping in. We're having a nice Sunday day. I'm doing all right, Grizz. Just trying to get.
To be fair, I could just bring this over.
A few
this
things sorted out here.
Fertilizer.
Good morning, Waylon.
Bring the
Good to have you
Steiger
here as always. How you doing this morning?
Passes with the fertilizer, they should keep up front of the roll. You can start fertilizing as soon as you start. Right, because I'm a lot anyway. Plus I think it'll use a lot less than that Trident.
Attempting very poorly to get some ethanol sold this morning.
Unless you want me to come over and use your green thing. And that way any refills will get charged for you anyway.
Are you talking to me?
I certainly am.
I certainly haven't been listening. What are you going on about?
I was saying that I can either bring this Maximus over to do the fertilizing after you do the planting, or if you'd rather, I can use the green one. Oh,
you can bring my green one over.
Refills. Any refills of the fertilizer will go to get charged to your farm then. And then we can use the Steiger for the rolling. Like I was saying. Like if I use this one, I can start fertilizing as soon as you start planting. It's not wide. It'll always get ahead. And with the rolling not being as wide as well, we can get that going. So it'll be like we don't have to wait too long for you to get ahead.
You can use the green one, it'll be alright. Whoever does that will just have to do a bit of sitting. But they can make a pass and then the roar can start.
Well, with that green one, I'd probably be able to do fertilize both fields, yours and Dwayne's.
I don't care if you use it for his.
Plus, if you're alright doing the rolling Fezzik with that, what you've got there, or you can do the fertilizing and I'll do the rolling. Unless you want to get 2 planters going and then just worry about the rolling later after stream, just get the fertilizer going.
Oh, and I seen the bit on your yard you want it touched up. As I
Yeah,
here and I
it's
see
got weeds now.
a spot that I missed.
Yeah, I think it's got weeds now. I couldn't paint it up to there, but I had the tree mulcher. And it was allowing me to mulch it, so I mulched it to make it look like dirt. But now it's got weeds.
I didn't realize how much I like putting fences down until I seem to put fences on every map. I think I got the ethanol plant looking pretty nice now. It's a little better than it did before.
Yeah, these windows are so dirty I can hardly see out of them.
Must be Hydra's tractor.
Yeah, it is.
I think it was clean before. I think it's really been useful.
I don't think the 4R strategy has made its way over to Stone Valley for him yet.
I did start repairing tractors for a little while, then it just got really expensive, so I stopped.
Oh, the traffic density down here seems to have gone really high. I don't know why.
You still moving F or no?
Yeah, I just got a load of... I got 2 loads of milk to haul after this, too. I got 1 more load, and then I think I'm going to leave the 2,000 liters in there. Or I'll probably move it, because I still need the money. And I got cornmeal to move, too. So if anybody's got a spare semi and wants to do something...
I have 2.
Yeah, I've got I can unhook the...
You'll probably have to use
found
my
that out the
trailer.
other day.
I think it's the only one that'll haul.
Yeah, I don't have a trailer for... I don't have a trailer for that. But I've just finished fertilizing here, so...
Mine should work, right?
I don't know what you have for trailers. I doubt it. Has to haul
The
bulk.
Load King.
Find out at ziprecruiter.com.
You
No,
just
the
bring
load
your,
king won't haul it.
Cliff Bar gives you sustained energy.
your planter over.
Purposefully crafted with a blend of protein, fat, and carbs.
Oh, it has to be one of those trailers.
The more great you get out.
Yeah.
Cliff, the ultimate energy bar. Tap the banner or visit
Is
cliffbar.com.
Rubber Duck bot running?
No!
Are you streaming?
Let me do that.
I didn't even realize you were streaming.
See, Grizz was trying to get his horsepower and got no response.
Good thing somebody else pays attention.
The volume down. I'll put that on small screen so I see chat. Using... Oh, Grizz here.
Well, that chicken pen does not fit in the spot. Even after removing those trees. It's this fence.
Okay, now the bot is there. You have a fence in the way?
Mhm.
Can you sell the fence? Or do I need to try and sell the fence?
I think this is the mall. This is the burnt into map fence. Milk can sell fenced.
I'll take a look when I go to sell my milk.
Okay. Couldn't see that.
And then I'm going to probably have to move my propane tanks.
What is it?
Maybe I should set that up over by the gas station.
I'm pretty happy with how my yard came out.
Well, this yard doesn't look anything like the one that I started on.
Was really worried about getting those bins to look alright on that unleveled surface, but I think I did alright. And I really wanted to sell that red shed off in the middle of my yard, but that's attached as part of the cow barn. So
Oh.
it has to stay.
That's an odd thing to have attached to a cow barn.
Okay, ethanol's gone. Got to do the milk.
Any preference to which field you want to start?
No, it doesn't matter. When I buy 10, I'm going to split that field to the side anyway, back the way it was, and then combine the top ones.
Seed point.
Which you want this? You want this white fence to go?
The one that's over by the propane tank, and the one that's along the roads don't matter. It's the one by the propane tank. Which I know I'll have to get rid of that propane tank.
Do you want it to run alongside the road there where you got them trees, or is that fine to stay? I just got rid of the little bit that was sticking out.
Just that little bit that's sticking out. That's the only one that causes me issue.
Well, if I can stop rubber banding now, I'll get back in my truck and get back to work.
Yeah, get to work.
And I'm curious, and I haven't decided what kind of cows I want to put in here with my pen that I added onto this barn, which worked like perfectly. If the milk and everything will work, or if I'll need to put my own storage containers in.
It might link to the cow.
That's what I was thinking. It might link to the cow.
Oh, you're gonna need a liquid side. That'd be interesting if it does that. I thought you'd finished unloading, rolling, but there's another little bit.
I'm sorry about your luck, Fezzik. Make sure you switch that back to corn.
Yeah, it's on. I'm not doing this. I'm just setting it up for you.
I think for sure it'll work if I put a liquid extension in there.
Yeah, but you'll have to place a liquid tank, won't you? To place an extension. Or can you not? Or can you just place an extension straight away?
I think I might be able to, if it doesn't work, I think get away with just the extension, because the pin will go to the extension, and the extension will link to the milk tank that's already there.
Yeah.
I might put one in anyway, because it doesn't
Well,
hold
that Matana one
much
holds
milk
5
or,
million.
or slurry. I know, I really put too many of them down at my ethanol plant, but I mostly did it for looks, and they're cheaper and crap anyway, so.
Ray is already down it, yeah. Oh, sorry. Find somewhere to unload this episode now.
I have herbicide and something?
Yeah, I filled it with herbicide when I used it for weeds. And I had to reset it.
Down there
I
at
just choked.
the... There's liquid silos down there.
Oh, yeah.
And there's even a
No.
small dabble of liquid fertilizer in there to put back in there. It's a partial load, but...
Put it off and away through.
Oh, I didn't pay attention. Did anybody see how much I made off my milk? Is anybody paying attention?
No, but if you've got 2 loads, it'll probably be the same on the second.
It's only a half a load on the second.
Double it.
Thanks.
Hold on, let me skip that. Make that full screen. Try again.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from the Indeed
40.
so you can stay organized and
No, it's
connected
hard to
all the
see.
way to the hire.
54,000, 4,700
$75
virus.
is your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Meet James. He used ZipRecruiter to find a better job.
When you have a family, you kind of look
Thanks,
at
Grizz.
your dreams through that lens. You want to take that step up. ZipRecruiter put me in front of the people that I wanted to get in front
Oh,
of.
that's not bad for a trailer load of milk.
I felt like
They're
there was some
finally starting to
utility
pay for
watching
themselves.
my resume and letting me know, hey, this is actually working. I
Your
get to
free
work
range
from
cattle?
home 3 days a week. It was the job that I discovered but didn't think was out there.
What job will ZipRecruiter help you discover? Find out.
Yeah, I have not
Right.
figured out their nav mesh area in that farm quite yet. There's one in particular that seems to wander off. The rest of them seem to walk a path between the pasture and that barn. And I have used my imagination, and I have them fenced in now.
Do you want to do the fertilizing or the rolling? Does it?
It doesn't matter to me. I can do the rolling since you're in the fertilizer already.
This just needs a little bit.
What are we going to?
Field 3.
$90,000 in milk this year. That's not too bad.
seems to be a hidden obstacle on that bridge.
So what's everybody's thoughts about the pumps and hoses now? There's a bit more information.
Don't watch the stream.
That's because you were messing about pressing too many buttons trying to pump people on.
Well, it's got such a nice horn. What's that guy doing with his auger?
This sprayer thing though, you don't want to tip it.
It's a bit tippy, and it's real hard to get to be untippy. Make sure you got the wheels all the way up. Seems to help.
Yeah, not when I was using it the other day. I tipped it over, spent nearly an hour trying to get it back. Don't get me wrong, I did clip my fence, so it's what's going around the corner.
I've rolled it over a couple times. It's just saves you time to reset the thing.
Might have to look at that other trident thing.
That one would be my go-to all the time. Well, and the backs don't really work very well on that one. But the backs on that other one are just a little painful because you got to manually put them on, which is all right. That's realism. It's just a pain. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use the full trailer capacity here since we're waiting on me.
Did you notice I put a buy point on your file?
I did. I'm not sure I like it there, but it's fine.
Oh yeah, no, I just thought it'll do that. It's easy enough to load stuff.
It's cheap enough to buy and delete anyway, so.
Well, yeah, I
It's-
thought if you're that worried about it, I'll send you the $5,000.
I was looking around at where to put another cattle pen in there, and I couldn't really find a spot. And I had to redo my manure heap. And I accidentally sold off the slurry pipe that was there, but that you apparently don't need. But I think it looks all right now. Wish I had some decorative objects so I could put some sort of a pump-looking device in there, but it's fine.
What do you think about pumps and hoses? What do we think?
It's interesting.
Oh,
I
I
have
see.
yet to do a whole lot with digestate and slurry and stuff like that, so
if you want to
I think
add
it's neat,
some,
but I've never done enough of it.
if you want to add some realism, it's a great looking pack. Morning, Rob.
I
How
think
you
it's
doing,
going to be
buddy?
really annoying if your pipes aren't long enough, though, keep disconnecting.
Well,
Well, it does.
you can, you know, so 2,000 kilometers is a map. You can buy, I think, 500 meter hoses. Is that the longest?
Yeah.
So 4 of them, and you can get across the map.
Yeah, but your pump's only, the biggest pump only does 1,300 meters.
Well, that's nearly across the map.
Yeah.
Can you chain pumps together? Has anybody tried that yet?
I don't think so.
It doesn't sound like you're able to put other pumps in it as a booster, but
But
Oh, yeah,
1,300
that-
meters is a long. So if you take like
Yeah,
that
that's not
cattle
a long
pen,
way.
for instance, and 1,300 meters, I could slurry probably most all of Dwayne's fields. Probably. With 1,300 meters, and that would be pulling, if I could pull right out of the thing, so that's not too bad.
I'm curious to see how quickly you go through all of your slurry or digestate. It seems like currently you burn through it pretty fast and you have a lot on the field.
It might be better with the
I hope
precision
everybody
farming.
watched that.
I'm watching it now. If only you could do that in ATS.
Well, sometimes I do that in ATS.
Yeah, it does do that. Yeah. You still landed on your wheels.
I'm looking forward to trying it out, though. I think it certainly looks neat. The applicators look cool. I like dragging that hose around. It looks neat.
I was curious though, will it work with that saddle track?
Well, we don't really know what it. Nobody has seemed to experiment too much with what it will and won't work with. And I did read that they were working on adding it to some other more things still. So.
Yeah, I would say it's probably just going to work with stuff that comes within the pack. But there's quite a lot in that pack. A lot more than I thought there was going to be. Although a lot of it seems to be the same stuff. I like the BGA stuff though. The way the BGA all clicks together and recognizes itself. And
I like, yeah, I kind of like that little UI that it draws above it when you do that. I thought that was a nice feature.
And that works with the modular BGA and that other BGA as well, apparently. I pre-ordered it. I think I watched DJ's introduction video on it, and then after that I went and pre-ordered it. Take a chance. I had a voucher sitting here from Christmas for Xbox money, so I thought I might as well use it for something else. I ain't used it in 8 months, so.
I'll pick it up because
I added gameplay for the price.
Giants does a pretty good job supporting the modders, so I will support another modder and buy it. Would be curious to see what the breakdown on how that's being paid out, but maybe someday
You're gonna
it
get
will
it
be me.
Have you decided whether to get it or not yet?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably will. At least that way we can fiddle about with it on some servers, multiplayer servers, and I don't know. It's neat. Is it
Yeah,
necessary? No,
it's
but it adds stuff to do. So
it's
and it's really
definitely
clever.
neat.
I think because they managed to do the hoses and the pumps, there's going to be other applications for that in future mods, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what we're going to get access to this year, but I would think, being it's a third-party DLC type of a deal, we should maybe see some of that functionality as base game next iteration of Farm Sim.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
And Scooter in chat, he wants to look at some code, if we get to look at any code. Because, yeah, there's some interesting scripts used in that if the rest of us get access to it eventually, some more neat things could come from it. Okay, I'm finally done.
That's a lot of added functionality for consoles too, so
I'm finally done messing about. How much, if you was to order it separately, does the Platinum expansion cost? Is that like $40? $25?
No idea.
I think it's 40.
And that's adding some scripts, you know, some logging winches and stuff like that. It's going to add gameplay, so if you look at it sort of similarly, it's not bad value for 25.
Yeah, really looking forward to that thing.
Yeah,
Expansion with the new map and all that fun stuff.
if you've never messed around with and you console players haven't, but if you've never messed around with a winch in this game before, it's awesome. Who didn't push the button?
Oh, here we go. Click the button.
Now we gotta do it like 2 more times. Or like 5 more times.
I hit the button twice already. Now 3 times.
My cows are alright. Everybody else's, your sheep look alright. Hey T-Shug, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for dropping in.
Yeah, I thought I was getting 3 pallets a day, a month, but it looks like it's 3 pallets a day.
You need to
Keep
move
going,
some
I'm
things then.
Oh no, I'm already doing it. I've got loads on one trip. On one, and then I'm loading the other.
I'm gonna put a dabble of TMR in my thing.
Only 6,000. Only gone through 4.
You ready again then?
Yeah.
Gotta use a number, T-Shug. High stall doesn't work. Gotta type a number. I know. I made it difficult.
These extra sheep pens, they hold like 3 rows of pallets.
Seriously, a John Deere truck.
Well, somebody else has got a case one. Don't hate it because you're jealous.
Okay.
It's not a New Holland sticker, is there?
I don't know. Would put one on if there was.
I actually think the case truck looks alright.
I happen to think mine looks just fine as
Finding the
well.
perfect designer isn't easy, but at Upwork, we found her. She's in Austin, between a dog named Klaus and her favorite shade of green.
Snow, so if I light in the air for snow.
And you can find her right now on Upwork.com.
Oh, now rain.
When the world is your workforce, finding the perfect project manager, designer, developer, or whomever you may need,
No, I understand
falls
this.
right into place. Find top-rated talent who can start today on Upwork.com.
Let's plan on having concessions over there.
Mike is remodeling the old family drive-in movie theater.
Go find Gavin. Tell him the sound team is here.
He'll need a new front of house cast and behind-the-scenes crew. Indeed can help you hire great people fast.
Physics.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Cows seem like they sure eat a lot.
Well, they're producing milk, aren't they?
They are. They indeed are.
Give me a couple of seconds after this day. Just,
Should be. Nope, not quite.
yeah, just give me a minute. Yeah, these sheep are really producing. Definitely might have to look at planting another speed. 7. Okay, ready when you're up.
Why don't I fill up my little trailer with slurry, and then I'll probably be good. Oh, that's right. I need another minute. Where do I put this thing? Oh, that'll probably work. Ah, sorry about that, Chris. Some days it's just not very nice.
Honest to goodness, what does...
With what I had on the stacked up by this spinnery, I reckon there's probably about 100 pallets.
I need to
Spinnery
start doing something with manure. I think I'm getting a decent pile there.
Let's just spread it.
Hey, how's it going this morning? Thanks for dropping in, buddy.
Do your slurry before speeding, manure after seed.
Oh, do you have a fix for that?
These bales are lasting.
That planter's got quite the fan sound.
Well, you know, you gotta get seed all the way out there to the end.
Yeah, it does.
It's gonna take some fan. I'm not sure that's how you want to do it, though.
Yeah. Oh, you started already.
And then what happens when you restart the server?
Oh, is this wider?
Am I wider than the sprayer, or are you wider than me? I think I'm wider than that.
No, sprayer's wide.
Oh, I'll just overlap to the left some.
Yeah.
I haven't had time to implement it yet. I haven't even looked, in fact. Could have used it today too. I've had a few.
Are you started planting, Zoe?
Not yet.
You give us a shout when you are.
I'm just dealing with the struggle bus right now. I'm just on it. It's the short one.
Yeah, that one was pretty big.
Trying to get my fertilizer into my bin. Somebody's just not cooperating properly.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to go across the bottom.
Did you open it?
Yes, sir.
Did you put the auger over the hole?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, that's about all the help I can be.
Did you turn
Howdy,
the auger
Richard.
on?
How's it going?
Yes, sir.
Thanks for dropping in, buddy.
Yeah, I might have to wait for you to get ahead a bit. There's not enough room to overhang on this.
Tap the banner or visit cliffbar.com to shop now.
Well, I'm going as fast as I can.
Maybe you just need a bigger one. Maybe I should go into the Trident. Got a smaller beam, I think.
I did not hit the child's playset.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't. Just looks like I did. Yeah, like Chris says, nothing to see here. Don't worry about it. Star Rainbow, good morning to you. Hope you're having a nice Sunday morning.
I'm sure this was a 4-wheel version.
That's good to hear. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but when you drive stuff through this low point down there, really weird things happen. I think I should cut off part of this field too, so this is sectioned off a little better over here, so I don't have to come all the way up in this corner. But I'm lazy, and I'm not going to do it this year.
On there.
I'll be right back.
Ah, there you go, Grizz. Happy with how my 2 sheds turned out there, though. It came out all right for unlevel terrain. I used the oh, what's the button that you push so it doesn't muck around with things like that? Because especially that open one, if you really look at it, some of them feet are really sink into the ground, and there's a couple of them that are probably almost floating. It's not very level there. Field 1 is pretty decent sized. We are... I'll show you what we're using now. Seems about everybody, all the farms anyway. We're using Flexi Coil from Hispanio. That seems to work really well. I think Hydra liked it as well. I sure did.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Doesn't seem, when it's unfolded, it doesn't feel as big as it looks. You do need an articulated tractor to pull it.
The Fit
Maybe the
1000
center. Yeah, Mike.
will pull about everything. Depends if you want to pull it at 10 miles an hour or not. If you don't mind going a little slower, you can get away with a little less, I would think. Or you could go with like a 9RT. So, 2 tracks instead of an articulated tractor. Ah, you're on Griffin. Well, that would still work over there just fine.
This training's not too bad for the fertilizer.
That sprayer's not too bad.
No.
Howdy,
thought
Lee.
it
How you doing?
cheesed through
Doing
the
pretty
lime
good.
when I did the lime, but cheap enough anyway. I thought it'd be the same with the fertilizer, but it's not. But when I used it the other day, I swear it had 4 wheels. Now it's only got 3.
Oh, I have not used that for this line.
Well, I've nearly done a headland pass, a double pass on the bottom. I used 8%. I didn't do the first cycle. Although to keep up with you, it's a double pass. Means I don't have to wait for you to do stuff. For me, I don't overly fussed.
Listening in is just as fine as watching.
That's
Here's a great opportunity to serve your community. Check out the wide range of careers available at the Lincoln District County Career Fair Thursday, September 29th from 3 to 7 p.m. at Ald Pavilion in Antelope Park. As a city or county employee, you get great health insurance, competitive pay, and paid vacation. Plus, you and the community benefit from your dedication to public service. For available positions, visit jobs.lincoln.ne.gov or come to the Career Fair Thursday, September 29th at Ald Pavilion in Antelope Park.
At Baxter, we put you in the driver's seat with a simplified buying process, at-home test drives, hassle-free delivery, and service pickup and return. Check out our great selection of
Sound loop on this case planter could be tweaked a little bit. The fans.
Are you searching for a job that offers great pay, amazing benefits, and
Oh, does it not just whine in your ear endlessly like this one?
Oh, it whines, but it's a very short loop, so you hear every couple seconds that it's like re-looping. You can tell. It's not a steady hum, it's a constant up and down.
Oh, this makes the same noise. It's probably like a second loop. If it's a second. tractor on some of these hills could use just a bit more horsepower.
Well, maybe you just need to get a bigger tractor.
I don't know if I can get much more horsepower.
How much horsepower you got?
I'll look when I refill it.
I think it's only like 400 and some, isn't it?
I got it over 500.
I mean, my T7 pulls this planter like no problem.
Your planter is at best half as big as this.
Some of this field doesn't even need fertilizer. That section there. Cut off.
Could be a section I... Oh no. That one don't, I guess.
I think it's the loamy sand. You did it on the way down though.
Yep, right at 500 horsepowers. Because I remember when I bought it, I wanted a 500 horsepower tractor because that'll do most everything. Oh, y'all got wiped out. That's too bad. Better luck next time.
No, you don't need anything over 600 horsepower in this map. Equipment-wise.
It depends on the size of your equipment then, doesn't it?
Well, even that tillage unit that I'm looking at won't require it.
The case one.
No, the Borgo cedar combo.
I don't think there's very many tractors in the 600 horse range.
Oh yeah.
A couple, three. Quad track and the Big Bud. I don't know if there's much else.
Versatile 675. Or 650 or something like that. Is what I was looking at. But I'm going, oh, I don't need anything that big.
Oh, that's a real dangerous game to play there.
The only thing with this is it doesn't bring up your fertilizer map on the mini map all the time. It kind of comes and goes. I don't know if that's because it's on the bank.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. Another one. Mine is steady anyway. Oh, the nice thing
Notice
about
that,
this
yeah.
planter is you get a nice break every time you gotta fold it and unfold it.
Where's your seed tender?
I should probably invest in one about now. Some farms around here just don't have loads of disposable income.
But you're sitting on more money than the two of us have got to get put combined.
Yeah, but Field 10's gonna take all but about 300,000 of that. And I'm sure by the time I buy the soil map, it'll be all gone.
Oh, the soil map for field 1 is 40K.
Yeah, I think Phil's 16 and 17 around 30, 40K.
Ah, it's the Looney Farm guy, everybody.
Yeah, just about
Thanks for
brought you up
dropping in.
now.
Hope you're enjoying your Sunday.
Yeah, it seems to have got everything it needs. So far it's used 26%. Do this. The only thing is as well. The bank.
I hope you're keeping track.
I wasn't, but I'll see how much it costs to fill it. Work.
Yeah, it's good to finally have you here. We certainly appreciate you stopping in.
Yeah, it's really, it was really well on fertilizer. $19 an hour, it's not bad speed either.
The team's a little slow.
How fast are you going?
I think that green one goes like 24 mile an hour.
Yeah, but how fast are you going?
9.
So I can do 2 passes. Takes 2 passes of this. Do one of your passes.
I don't know if I'd ever call that
Right,
guy a good friend. You know what he does on Sundays? On Sundays, Rob goes around just airing his laundry out. I can't believe a guy like that just goes around and airs out his laundry.
I like it. I have to get the 4-wheel version. I don't like the 3-wheel.
There's not a. Is there a 4-wheeled version of that one?
Of the Trident, there is.
Oh well, that's going to operate differently because it's got different backs.
Is it not the same? I'm sure they come up the same back.
Different motor. I doubt they're interchangeable.
Oh, with the other sprayer, you mean? Because there's a 4-wheel version and a 3-wheel version of the Trident. Not the Trident. This is the Titan.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a 4.
Yeah, there's a
4-wheel
four-wheel version of it.
Ah, is Looney hit 1,000 subs? Be fantastic if he did. Hey, Jolly, how's it going, buddy?
11 grand. Other than that, 4-wheel version. Got an extra wheel, ain't gonna say.
Ah, that's great. That's awesome, man.
Introducing Simply Spiked Lemonade, made with grapefruit that left the farm and seen too much.
I know, if we look on adding that other one, compare it to that.
Simply Spiked Lemonade.
Both.
Clicker top Lancyboi. Flavored beer, naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Simply Spiked Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Celebrate responsibly. Copyright 2022. Simply Orange Juice Company.
How close is Rob now? Rob can't be too far behind.
From moving to grooving, Cliff Bar gives you sustained energy. It's purposefully crafted with a blend of protein, fat, and carbs. Because the more good you put in, the more great you get out. Cliff, the ultimate energy bar. Tap the banner or visit cliffbar.com to shop now.
Only one sale away from the Shopify 1000 Club.
Is that a thing?
Well, have a cookie.
I'll take one.
Dad.
These are delicious. You need to show them.
You should. Mom,
I always appreciate Looney's mod reviews of my stuff. Does an excellent job figuring them out, into the ins and outs of them. So if you guys are looking for a quality mod review, make sure to check him out. He does a good job.
This is adding quite a lot of fertilizer to this, so it might be better. Only like 350 kilos.
Look at that guy over there with his little baby planter.
I don't have anything to prove. I get to enjoy the realism a little longer than you do.
Oh, kind of seed they use for planting babies.
I'm not sure I want to explain that on a stream.
It's only a 30 roll, isn't it?
It's got to be a 40 because
This is 48.
This is a 30.
I was going to say that case is a 30. So
Well, this is only a 24.
I've got a 30.
So it's half the size. This one's more manageable.
Oh, if you're a professional, this is easily managed.
I'm a professional.
You still folding?
Yeah.
I counted the rows before I folded it.
It's going to be grown by the time you finish folding.
It's alright. Provides a nice break.
Just makes me think of the, you know, when you're seeing them old equipment, those barn fires and stuff, and all the grass is growing around it. You get that for this one.
It's not that slow. It's just realistic.
Well, it's realistically slow.
Yeah.
Those other ones take that long to fold out in real life, too.
Oh. 54% so far. This field will probably take about 50%. I did a little bit with yours first.
No, it could do with being a couple rows bigger.
Yeah, 53%. So I reckon another pass. I reckon about.
I need to try a 60 row out.
If you started planting, right. I'll come over when you finish that first field. When you give me a shout, I'll come over and fertilize that.
That is 120.
Right, I'm back in 2 seconds.
Everybody wants to have jokes today. I think you're all just jealous. there you go. Another win, Grizz. Just about made that turn. I just about made it.
Because you haven't gotten rid of it yet.
That tree? I don't know if I can. That's almost off the map.
Made with real fruit that left the farm, and it seemed too much to ever go back. The taste you love, now spiked. Simply Spiked lemonade. It's getting juicy. Click a tap now to buy. Flavored beer.
Are you doing corn on corn again?
Simply Spiked Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You bet. We did beans on beans and now corn on corn.
Like disease control.
Allure Chevy. Check the success tube. Wait, what? You. In the zone, you.
It'll be just fine.
Overwhelmed, you. Multitasking, you. Click or tap the banner to buy vitamin water now. Vitamin water. Nourish every day.
He's just realised how much he's getting paid for the ethanol, that's all.
Yep, pays way better.
Not yet. You can't eat pizza for breakfast. Why not?
Especially with the yield.
Maria needs a job.
Need to raise the price of diesel.
Indeed you do. With an Indeed resume, employers can also search for you. Upload your resume.
I need to do an update too, because I want to make the price of TMR and pig food higher too. I had a sell point for that with Midwest mod too.
No, it's just jumped in the bank. Sprayers. About 8,500 for half a load. 16,000, 17,000 load. And you owe for half a load. 8,500.
Ah, I forgot. I do have a seed tender. Sort of.
You seeding that bit in the corner.
Yeah.
Every foot counts, right?
I didn't know if you could get it in there.
Of course I can.
You had to drive on the neighbor's field to do it, but
That's alright, I'm gonna own it, so.
before or after it's harvested.
Oh, I'm gonna do like you guys have done and buy it before it's harvested. Oh, you hear that, Chad? They're quiet. They're quiet now.
I only bought it with crop in it because that was when I was ready to buy it. Nothing more.
Yeah, I'm ready to buy it now, and it's got crop in it.
You're only going to get half what it's worth.
I know. So I probably won't buy it early
Half
enough
is better than none.
to lime and fertilize it, but yep, gonna turn it down.
Be interesting to see what this drops down to where you've slurried. Didn't you slurry this part where I'm doing now?
Not very much this year. Last year I slurried a fair amount of this field, but not this year. I didn't have time and I wanted to buy a different slurry spreader first. So I kind of wanted to wait to see what all pumps and hoses had.
Yeah, I need to look at that thing though that you were saying. You use workers. Buying the, not buying it, but using it from the power bank.
Yep, they'll just use it right
Always
out of your stores.
I've always dismissed doing that because...
So basically all you really need to have capacity for is to run your headlands to give them room to turn, and then after that they'll just do it themselves.
Will they take it from the silo though?
Should. Pretty sure when I go through the options I can do for my liquid storage tank.
I wonder if it'd take it from the BGA.
I would think so. If it's, well, yeah, no, I would think so. Can we do digestate right out of that?
Might have to have a look at that then for Western Wilds. Save some not the money's really an issue. Over 20 million at the moment. But I did take a screenshot of some more equipment to buy. I want to put some storage sheds over, so but I needed to work out how much space we need. Equipment so
yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't do digestate right out of it though.
Thing is, so we sell the digestate, and the money we get, we make more money buying solid fertilizer. I'm sure we'd worked it out. It's 190 if we use digestate for one plot. Make 190,000 sold. But that's easy name this. Sorry, yeah.
It's not always about the most money. It's doing another process.
No, it'd be interesting, you know, especially if you want to do like a completely organic. Because what you could even do is doing a completely organic side of Rory or Manure to just take the hit on not fertilizing too.
See, Dwayne? My seed tender works perfectly fine.
I didn't doubt that for a second.
About 5 minutes, yeah.
Meet James. He is
I just kind of forgot I had it.
better job.
When you have a family, you kind of
Because you got so much equipment.
you want to take that step up.
See, and I realized now too the other day when I was shopping around for equipment that I wanted to purchase, and going, oh, this is why Schultz keeps putting this green stuff on the map and downloading. It's way cheaper, these mods, than what base game stuff is.
That's because it's all older stuff. Not brand new equipment.
Cliff Bar gives you sustained energy. It's purposefully crafted with a blend of protein, fat, and carbs. Because the more
Base
good
game
you
stuff
put
is
in,
all, you
the
know,
more rate you get out.
brand
Cliff,
new,
the ultimate energy bar. Tap the
latest
banner
and
or visit
greatest.
cliffbar.com to
No,
shop
it's
now.
not.
For the most part.
We choose to do things the simple way. You see, we believe that sometimes things can be unnecessarily complicated, and choosing complicated gets you. But choosing
You're not
simple
buying your John Deere stuff at used
gives
prices.
you naturally delicious beverages.
No,
You
but
buy it
this,
at zero hours on it, so it's still new.
Simply
this
beverages.
tractor was,
Say yes
you
to
know,
simple. Click or tap now
doesn't
to
have 30 years of inflation on its MSRP price tag.
Uh-huh.
20 series John Deere's, I think, probably almost 20 years old.
I think Scooter was right.
Yeah.
I think there's a whole lot of jealous people.
I'm jealous. I'm happy with it.
I got one piece of green equipment on my yard. Dude.
Only green stuff we got is grass.
And if I didn't wash it, it would be a different color.
Well, you're going to be real disappointed when we do Griffin, because it'll be all green and red.
I'm okay with red. More of a case guy myself. But then, of course, I used to work for that company too, so.
It's not so much that I'm a Case fan as such, just I did like a year or two farming when I was younger. And that's what we had. So it's the only experience I've ever really had with personal experience.
See, we had green ones. Then we moved, and they were red. The green ones are nicer. Nothing wrong with the red ones. The green ones are just a little nicer.
In what
Yeah.
way?
They're just ergonomically a little better. Just a little nicer. Particularly the older stuff. The newer red ones are just about as nice.
I quite like the fence as well.
Fence are pretty rare. There's a couple, but I haven't been in one.
All the custom operators out here use fence. Silage cutters, nurse spreaders.
It's because they had a very, very good lease offer. Because the custom potato guys here have them. That's why they got them. They said the lease offer was very hard to beat.
Mm-hmm.
How much lag did you get
I had a little trying to go around that other corner. And my ping wasn't too bad till I started streaming. Just don't have enough internet anymore. Of course, you know, game is handling a few things at the moment.
Ground texture's changing. I think that's the biggest thing.
Changing fairly quickly too. Got 2 big planters, sprayer
I thought I was
quickly.
a small planter.
Well, compared to this one it is, but it's probably in the big category. Roller rolling. There's quite a few things for it to calculate.
And mine's hovering in the low mid-30s. Mid-30s to mid-40s.
I average about 70.
I was about 45 till I hit the stream button. Now it's at 120.
Oh, you're worse than me.
Yeah, my internet. Trying to handle a few things.
I figured for ATS tonight I might just screen share. You have to be on Discord to see my end of it, but just for something different.
Well, yeah, you can throw it in there and at least get a feel for how your system's going to handle some things anyway. I need to do a test stream sometime and take a look at some things, see if I make some improvements. Buddha, good morning. How's it going? Thanks for dropping in.
This field might be a bit more expensive for the fertilizer. Already used more than what I used on the other field.
It's a bit bigger, and it didn't seem to have the nitrogen level that other one had.
Oh yeah, because I'm at 600 kilos now. Or was it the other field? Mainly 3. Kilos.
Oh, it sounds like a fun time, Buddha.
Over-caffeinating before an interview is risky. JJ, Amina, I loved your resume.
I'm also excited, and I have questions. Like, do you have treadmill desks? Can I wear jorts? Are they cat-friendly? Can I stage the conference room? Are there egg-free, dairy-free, sugar-free snacks? Metaverse? Maybe some best house while you're working?
At least having to pay for a delicious cold brew isn't risky. With Visa Zero liability policy and multiple layers of security. Tap to pay with Visa.
Yeah, this year I might take a look at some slurry stuff. Pumps and Hoses comes out.
Everyone gets AT&T's
Take a
best
look at
deal
that.
on the amazing
Maybe we'll
Wi-Fi
add that
internet.
over here.
Everyone. So people could be
Put some
listening
slurry
to
on. I
jazz.
gotta
People who hate jazz.
look at manure
People who
spreaders.
understand jazz. People who say they do
And
understand
start putting
jazz.
You got
some
your cow
manure
pen
on
on?
too.
Jazz.
Got my cow
People
pen
pretending their life
in
has to be
and
perfect
on
like
and
jazz.
in.
The point is, everyone gets our best deals on every iPhone. Get the new iPhone 14 Pro.
Start
on us.
getting it
Visit
filled.
AT&T.com for details. But no jazz.
Can't you look at the extra field info, give you an idea how much slurry you
A boatload, probably. Probably won't get a field done with it all, but start using it.
I suppose even if you do half a field, that's going to save you in your chemicals in the end.
Yep, it all saves money on the chemicals, so. Yeah, I could sell it at a sell-all, but I think I'd rather use it.
How long would it save you?
What was that?
How long would it take you for you to start saving? How many years?
Oh, probably. Well, as soon as you put slurry on, I mean, you're saving money. So.
But you had to buy the equipment first.
Right.
Well, from what I can make out is it's about 50%. So you can fertilizer costs. Where the slurry was.
Eventually, you guys will figure out I don't care about the money. If that isn't clearly evident by my operation. I do things because that's what I want to do. It's like cows are a terrible investment. They take forever to pay themselves off. Especially when you figure what you could make off of the silage and the hay and the straw that goes into them. If you sold that off, they don't pay well at all. And then you buy the animal. They're a very, very long-term investment, which mine haven't hardly started to pay off, just a little bit. I'm still way upside down on them. But they're fun to do, so you do them. It depends on how much you're going to do, Buddha. That may not be enough.
But it's saying he's got 1.5 million.
Yeah, I said that. Sure, that's not enough. Depends on how much ground you want to do.
Well, when we did Frankenmuth, that big field that's by the farm, I slurried that with precision farming on for seeding. Used 300,000 litres. That was just a single application.
Yeah, he says about half the standard map, so I don't think that'll probably quite cover half the map. Be short. It's gonna take 1,000 cows to produce enough slurry and manure to.
Is that where you need the
really
pigs
use
then
it.
too? So you have a little bit more of a...
Yep, have some more. I think they're a little heavier on the manure production.
But then if you don't do a double application, then
Once pigs start reproducing, they're not too bad. And I think with my feed not requiring 18,000 crops shouldn't be too bad.
I mean, I'm getting pumps and hoses, but I'm just not sure if I'll ever use it that much. It's more for multiplayer.
Yeah, I think multiplayer should make it a little better, more usable. You can have a person kind of tank it out to the field too, so shouldn't be quite so bad.
That'd be worth giving it a go.
Yeah, and I haven't checked out manure sensors yet on anything either, so I might cut it down some more.
But don't the manure necessarily just do a base rate? Or is that?
I think you can do a final rate, but when you put it on before, it's just doing a base rate. But you got the sensors you can add, and I don't know. Maybe that cuts down what you need to, how much you need to use to put it on. And like Buddha says, if you use it for 20 hours, well, then it's pretty cheap. Just over $1 an hour if you get to 25. It's just cost you $1 an hour to use it.
Oh, I think you'll use it for more than that. It'll probably take you that long to set it up.
So
you get everything out to the field.
And I think with MP, kind of a nice addition.
You know, if you have a really big field, you can just put a VGA up on the edge of your field and just go straight from there.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is I kind of hope, and I don't know, we'll see how useful it is. Almost think mappers don't really need at this point to put a BGA on the map, because there's plenty of mods out there to add a BGA to a map. So you'll be able to put it in whatever yard you choose. Because as far as I know, like there's one in Texas, and it's set up right at the feedlot because they skim the methane and everything right there at the farm. So
to groovin'. Cliff Bar gives you sustained energy. It's purposefully crafted with a blend of protein,
rather than
fat,
having
and carbs, because the
something
more
pre-set up on a map, I'd almost rather see it where I can decide where I want to put mine with whatever farm I choose to build.
cliffbar.com to shop now.
Couldn't you get those? They had them in 19 that I've been looking at. Saw Farmer Klein using them. I think the PC mod for 22. You know, you got the silage bags on the side of the field.
Yeah, that's a mod in 22 now too.
That'd be good to have that in, on console. But
on my list of things to try and figure out how to do for console.
But you could do the same, didn't they, have the slurry bags in 19?
Yeah, had those on console, didn't they, in 19?
Yeah. So you could have those at the side of your fields. And if you can get the code or whatever it is you need from the pumps and hoses, you might be able to make them connectable. So you can have a few bags and you just fill those up. Once you've done your first application thing, you're going to get a rough idea of how much you'll need. Oh yeah, probably still going to need a lot more than that. Maybe something that you could fill. Like you said, somebody fill those while you empty from it, or even connect straight from it. I don't know. Maybe you can put a pump that connects to the bag itself. You could
Yeah,
have pulling it from one end and taken out from the other.
I think it's going to add a lot of ways you can do things. You just have to see if us modders get any code to use so we can make our things compatible with it, because that's where you're going to see even more, is if we can add compatibility.
Be interesting. There's another 18,000 on your belt.
Well, we got that finished at a decent time. Because I think
worked out well.
That's what we're going to call the stream. If somebody wants to drop a link to somebody else's channel that's streaming, that way everybody can hop over there. Outside of that, I appreciate everybody stopping in, hanging out. We will be back tonight for ATS. And until then, try and keep it shiny side up. Thanks, and you guys have a good one.